as like a team effort to get this like live streaming.
Hey everyone.
And there's an Instagram post. Good. All right.
You should be live.
Hey to everybody.
We'll get the mouse back over here.
This is gonna be like a rough test, really quick, as usual. If this is not your first time, you're used to us being a little out of sync, a little quiet, things like that. So let us know. Can you see us? Can you hear us? Are we kind of in sync? And clapping should show that, because if you see me clap and then you hear the clap.
Fenjo says video is good, audio is good.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right. I accept these.
She's gonna hold on. Clapping for Fenjo.
Clapping for Nefenjo. Everybody clap for Nefenjo. Woo! Woo! This is a good opportunity also to...
sync is good, she says.
Awesome. To shout out our moderators today, because as you know, we have moderators to keep track of you guys. Make sure you troublemakers don't mess up the stream for everybody else who's not a troublemaker, which is probably just about every one of you. So Nefenjo, she's one of our moderators. I assume
I haven't
Aiden
seen
is here.
anyone else yet, but
Okay.
Yeah, normally Aiden.
Yes, if you see Aiden, if you see
Malcolm Howard,
Malcolm
Tony.
Howard, and maybe Vinfi.
Sometime Jens.
Yes, Jens might be here too.
But
So
I haven't seen any of the other ones yet. But
sure.
Maybe.
Either way, there's a few basic rules. You guys want to... First, we should introduce ourselves too. So I'm AJ. You guys knew that, and I'm 6, so I sound just a little different today.
Aw.
Just a little.
I'm Gwen, and I'm, once again, still an official member of Random Encounters as of last month, and I'm very excited.
She's also 29 years old now.
I am!
She just had a
It was
birthday.
her birthday yesterday.
Yep.
She doesn't look it though, does she? She still gets carded because people think she's like 16.
12.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are you?
I'm Nate. I'm not sick yet.
This is like the point dab.
I'm dad.
It wasn't a dab. It was
It's a
a
can
point
of
dab.
worms to dab. I'm Nate.
It's like finger
I don't
guns.
know what else to say. You'd probably recognize me if you watch the channel. So
Probably. He's like, oh, hi, at the start of like every live chat. Yeah, the rules to live chatting. This is your first time, welcome. There are some rules. If this is not your first time, you already know the rules. You could tune us out for the next 5 minutes or less.
5 minutes?
We'll make
Jeez.
it quick.
Yeah, we will.
All right, so we're going to answer a lot of questions. If you have a question, was that a knock at the door? Or was it a cat?
I'm gonna check.
Was a cat eating something? So if you have a question for us, please type question in uppercase and then followed by your question. That makes it really easy for us to spot your question. That sounds like somebody's there. Maybe somebody we don't want to.
Oh, it's Peter?
Oh, I'm like, is it somebody we want to answer the door for or no?
Hey, dude.
Our dude! Our dude! Good, we have one more person to introduce actually today.
Awesome.
No rush.
One more person?
You
We're already...
are the one more person.
You want a tree service?
probably
I
not.
would love a tree service. That's exactly what I was. There's actually a tree we should talk to Larry about. We got scooch.
We can scooch.
You want to
I
sit?
had coffee here, which is
Right
mostly
there?
why I was sitting here.
Yeah. All right. We didn't introduce him, but he's here now, and he can introduce himself.
Oh, right. I'm Peter.
Sorry to thrust you onto a live chat.
It's McDonald's fault.
McDonald's.
Aw.
They were slow.
Oh, McDonald's is good. I enjoy
I wanted
them.
a coffee and it was there, but I made a mistake.
Aw.
Mistake. You
Should've
can't make a
gone-
mistake with McDonald's.
You should have gone somewhere other than McDonald's for it.
So we were going through some rules for the live chat. Questions. Good job. You guys are doing it already. For example, question. Wait, now come back. Quack, quack. I liked your question. Question from Evangeli Garcia Suggs. Why do you have a crown? It's not a crown. It's a Pikachu hat. And the reason I have a Pikachu hat is because we got them for Gwen's birthday party yesterday because it was Pokemon themed. So I just kept wearing it because I like being Pikachu.
Yeah.
So that's one of the rules is use question at the beginning of your question.
Also, you might have noticed the chat is on slow mode, which means that you can only post on the chat once every 30 seconds? What is it right now?
Probably 30 seconds.
Okay, which means take your time. Say the thing you actually want to say. Think about it because you're not going to be able to just like post after post after post after post. And we are going to try and pay attention. So
Anybody have an example of something not to use your 30 seconds to type?
Hi.
Hi.
Give me a shout out.
Don't ask for a shout
Yeah,
out.
we don't do shout outs. We don't plug your channel. We don't.
Don't do
So-
a string of emoji.
Like that
Like
just got
that
hidden by our
person.
moderators.
Uh-huh.
You will get hidden by our moderators if you do things that are
If you get
against
put
our
in
rules.
timeout by the moderators, think about why you got put in timeout.
Yeah, you've got a
It's
little bit of
probably for a
time,
reason.
and then you'll be refreshed, and you can send something meaningful.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else that should not go in the chat?
Mean stuff.
Mean stuff, like hate speech, bad words, things like that.
Yep.
A bunch of random just letters. Yeah, like
Probably
that
not
person.
that either. Yeah, we want intelligent comments because we like to communicate with you guys. So please do your best to supply the chat with meaningful content.
Incorrect math equations.
Oh no!
Oh, I can't stand
How
those. Those
dare
are the
you do
worst.
that?
And then we get a string of those. Only other thing maybe is if your question is, will you make thus and such a musical, any game, you know, those questions are hard for us to answer because we've been doing this for like 7 years now. We might do any game given enough time, but we will tell you the specific musicals that we are working on today. And outside of those, we can't give you a firm answer about anything else. So please save those questions because the answer will be maybe. You know, will you make Dragon Ball Z? Maybe. Will you make another Hello Neighbor? Maybe. Like, everything's going to be maybe. Sorry, that's going to be a worthless question. So
If we know what musicals we're planning on making soon, we do try to keep you guys updated. So we'll probably talk about that a little bit today.
yeah.
Yes. But if it's not in the next like 2 months, our answer is just always maybe.
Yeah. See, it was like 5 minutes. Like 5 minutes. I don't know. Okay. Anybody got anything you
Oh.
want
We do. Oh, we don't have super chat going on.
We probably do, but I don't see it.
Did they get rid of it? I wonder if they were getting rid of
Okay.
it for that charity button
Then
thing.
the one that I was
Maybe.
just gonna say.
Well,
never
either
mind.
way, there was
Don't
a
worry
thing
about
called
that.
Super Chat. If you've heard of it,
It's
maybe
probably because we
still there.
changed networks, actually.
Oh,
I'm guessing that there's something we have to
Oh.
go set back on.
That makes sense.
Which
Well,
is
okay.
strange because I saw it on, I thought,
means we're
but
not
maybe it was
bombarded
before
with-
we.
Yep, it means that things are a little less complicated.
No
Just-
super chat today. If you want to benefit the channel financially, you can do it
Yeah,
through
Neff
Patreon,
says
or,
it's not on right now, so.
or you can order T-shirts or things like that. They're in the description below. So support us on Patreon, get shirts, buy music. It's all there. Look down in the description. Okay, you guys ready? Should we answer questions
Sure,
or
do we
something
want to talk
fun?
about what we're making first? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. What are we working on, right?
Well, we've announced it before, but our musical for this month, coming out probably in the next few weeks, I imagine, is a Navi song from The Legend of Zelda. It's animated by Marlene Animates is her official name, I think.
Yes.
If you've ever seen her work, you probably would recognize she did I was gonna say cover, but it's a version of our Eevee song that was animated that actually has more views than our Eevee song, right?
Yeah, it's a really
So-
good cartoon.
Working with her and Katie Herbert, who played Sayori in Doki Doki, is going to be the voice of Navi. So
By the way, there is a pitched up-ish version in the OneDrive. of that.
I can't wait to check that. We should check that for Patreon in a bit.
It's very subtle, so it's
Okay.
it's not like
I was thinking that I was like, it's possible he did this, and I just missed it because I'm like, I'd have to compare back and
no.
forth.
I tried to push it to outside of subtle, and it
Okay.
just sounded digital. But
Gotcha.
subtle was nice. It just added a little bit of
Okay.
heightened goofiness.
I am excited to hear this. All right, so our Patreon people get a look at that later today, probably. I was just pulling something else up that Marlene was sharing.
I don't know how much we can talk about it, but we have been working with Nintendo on something.
Ooh,
That's still a lot of
up in the air.
up in the air stuff about when and
Yeah,
et cetera, but keep an eye out for that.
we've made a project. I'm not sure where it will be posted and when.
I
So
mean, it's pretty much done, right?
it's done. It's
Yeah.
done, and it's just we're waiting for whether or not and when it will go live for you guys to
Yep.
see. So stay tuned for that. That's a song that hopefully will be coming out very soon.
We haven't put it on iTunes.
No, yeah, we should probably.
Probably just.
But it's
do
weird
that.
because we're just not sure
Yeah,
what's
I know.
happening with it.
Have we ever said anything about the December one yet? Have we ever announced that yet? I don't know.
It might be time to
think
announce
so.
it.
Okay. Gwen can announce it since she's playing the character in
I'm
it.
so excited. So in December, we are planning on touching a little bit on Overwatch, which means I get to play an Overwatch character.
Can you guess which character she would play?
Reinhardt.
Yes.
Yes!
How did you guess? He did that so fast.
No, but I'm so excited. It's a character I really like to play. I'm gonna wait a second to say which one, just in case you guys want to guess as to who it is. I look a little bit like her. I'm not gonna have to wear a wig, which I'm really excited about.
And it's based on a Christmas song too.
And it's based on a Christmas song. Like most of the time, our December musicals have like a
A
Christmas song
holiday
base.
spin, yeah. So.
And it's gonna be fun. I'm really excited.
We'll see what happens. And it's not going to be hopefully the last time we touch on Overwatch. Because obviously they just keep adding characters. And there's so many already out there. It feels a little sad to finally do Overwatch and just have like one character. So eventually, hopefully, we'll get to do a few other characters as well.
We've got a couple people.
We do.
guessing
We
it
have a couple guesses of Tracer, which
Everybody
would be
thinks you can be
fun.
Tracer.
But somebody here got it right.
Ah.
Zion Galaxy said May, and yes,
I guess we're saying it, okay.
get to play May, and I'm very excited.
You are very excited. May is such a nuisance in the game, though. With a little like ice gun. I get frozen to death so much where I'm just like, it's the worst way to die is watching on screen and you can't do anything while someone shoots you in the head over and over. It's so bad. And it happens a lot to me. Yeah, so those are the projects that we've got coming up that we can confirm. Anything else, it's a big question mark right now. But stay tuned for our next live chat and maybe we'll have details about something else. All right, who wants to answer a question? There gotta be some questions in here.
I
Question:
know.
Are Gwen and AJ dating?
Why? Yes.
No. They were dating until they got married a month ago.
She insists that we should keep dating anyway, though. So hopefully we'll still be dating. But yes, Gwen and I are married. We have a little bit, I was going to say matching rings. They don't match at all.
People are saying your name's not.
I just
labeled on
saw
the
that.
chat, but I don't. Can we
Where's
actually
the
change
mouse?
that?
Yeah, I was saying, we
Come
might be able to,
Where's the
on the fly, update
There's
that.
a mouse over there too, Peter, at the desk. If you wanna.
I was saying, I can jump
Where's
up
the
and
mouse?
probably add that for you.
It has to
I
go
like
to the
that
left side.
Peter
Oh.
And it has to
matches
go
the
like
couch.
up towards the top because if you try to go at the bottom,
Yep,
it doesn't
yep.
wanna.
Where
Okay.
Peter begins and ends from the couch is amusing. He's like, from the void of the couch, Peter springs forth.
It's I could just change that from over there if you want me to get up and.
What else? I was going to say, I'm going to keep reading things that are here.
Peter knew.
Yes.
Galaxy Lover. Question. What were you for Halloween? AJ. I was AJ for Halloween, apparently. We can all answer what we were for Halloween. How about that? I'll go first, because it was directed at me starting.
Sure.
I was Clefairy, again, for like 2 years running for Halloween, because I just don't have good
It
Halloween
goes to the right side of the screen now for some reason.
disguises anymore. I used to have this legacy of always trying to take an obscure Super Mario character and be that character. And I say obscure, they weren't that. It was like Shy Guy. It was like a Thwomp one year. It was like a Ninja one year. I just saw a Facebook photo of that. So I'm like, I tend to be like little Mario minion characters every year, or at least I used to. I should bring that back. But now, once you start making costumes like every month for musicals, it really takes out some of the fun of like, now I have to make another costume just for Halloween that won't be in a video. So I get lazy.
I mean, part of the problem with when we wore costumes for the Halloween thing was like, didn't want to wear a wig because they're uncomfortable.
Oh, yes.
So it's like I have to narrow down who I can be.
Yeah, we had a friend show up for Halloween. We did a live stream if you didn't see it. And our friend Katie came over and she was wearing a very long, bright pink wig. And I was like, you have much more stamina than I do. I wouldn't be able to do this for hours. No, no.
I'm not sure she realized she was going to be on for hours either. But she was a good sport
But
about
she
it.
wore that wig. They did a pickup rehearsal for the show she was doing where they all wore their Halloween costumes. And she wore that
Oh,
wig
that's fun.
all through that rehearsal.
I was going to say,
too.
she's
So
used
it's
to it
like,
for like theater too. So
Yeah.
to be honest, like that's got to build stamina.
It's true.
All right, what were you for Halloween?
I was a panda bear because I have a panda bear onesie and I had 10 minutes to be like, I'll be a panda bear.
The common theme here is laziness. This is what dictates our costumes. Peter, what were you
Yeah.
for Halloween?
I didn't dress up for Halloween.
You were
Okay.
yourself, or you were not participating for Halloween. Okay, cool. Good question.
Sorry.
No, it's
It's
okay.
okay.
We're all updated, right? Yes. Good. Perfect. That was the goal.
Right.
Question from that gamer said, "Meow. Hey, didn't I name a Wingull after you?"
You
once?
did. He's been asking about the Wingle too. I think.
Yeah, because it's in there. It's still labeled "said meow." Question:
Wingull.
How's you today? How's you today? Oh yes, have you still got
Eyes
the
good.
Wingull? Eyes okay.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I had 3 hours of sleep because my cat got sick.
Oh.
He's tired.
Toro
I'm
was
sorry.
like throwing up everywhere and peeing everywhere.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Been to the vet? Or?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
Okay.
But it was.
Icky.
I'm awake now, I guess.
He's tentatively awake. If he answers a question with
Took a
snoring
nap in the
later.
drive-thru waiting for his coffee.
How was you today?
Me today,
Yeah.
fine, good. I had a great day yesterday, and then I slept because I like crashed. I'm trying to figure out. I don't think I was up terribly long yesterday, but I did get up and like I saw my sister and I saw their friends, and I like was busy from start of the day to the end
You
because
had
it
an
was my
active
birthday.
day. Yeah.
And then crashed at like 2 a.m. or something, and got actually 8 hours of sleep. It was awesome.
Yeah, we were gonna play a game that we got for Gwen's birthday, but like reading through the rules put everyone to sleep.
We're like, this is gonna be too
So now we
long.
know how to play, but we didn't play it.
We're like, well, this is a good use of our hour.
Good, good.
All right, more questions. More questions. DMC GT, question: can you guys sing something in the stream?
Right
No.
now,
No.
we're
You can
It's
sing
too
happy
early in the-
birthday to the people that are having a birthday.
we don't usually
in
sing
November.
happy
Oh,
birthday.
okay. Well,
It's
happy
too
birthday,
early in the
happy
morning
birthday.
for
What do you do? Happy birthday to you guys.
Old Man River.
Okay.
There you go. You've gotten several things sung now. Happy birthday, though, seriously, to everybody in November. There are two of them on the couch right here, actually, that have birthdays. So we said Gwen's birthday was yesterday. Nate's birthday is like next week.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'll be
some
in
of you
Vegas. So if you're going to Sabacon next weekend,
guys.
Sunday, I think there's still panels, right?
Yeah, you can
And
celebrate Nate's
that will
birthday
be
with
my
him in
birthday,
person.
So
That'd be super cool. We did that at a convention for Sweeping Man once. We had like a birthday party for him at a convention in San Francisco. It was fun.
That was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so happy birthday to you guys celebrating in November. What other questions?
Cecile Boughton wants to know, what do we do when we're not filming?
Are we not filming?
Ever?
Actually, this
No.
week, yeah, we haven't been. It's been editing and some sound stuff and
yeah, that's the upside to having this month's video
A lot of
animated.
emails.
We don't have to worry about the filming portion of it.
So when we're not filming, we do work, and when we're not working, which I think is more what
yes.
they meant.
Okay. Fair.
I know Peter's been doing some traveling recently.
Yeah, I mean, I had a giant road trip up the West Coast. It was my honeymoon with Sparrow, so that was fun.
Nice.
Super fun.
You picked the right time to do it, given like how much fire is going on right now.
Oh no!
Yeah.
And you two just like traveling in general, like, right? Like, you
I
do
mean-
that as much as you can.
As much as is reasonable, or a little more than is reasonable.
Yeah. What was your favorite like spot along the path all the way up? Because you almost went to Canada like that far up, right?
Yeah,
You
pretty
got to
close.
Washington? Yeah.
I mean, I don't do favorites, but
Oh, that's right. You don't do
Aw.
favorites.
well, one of my favorite spots, there was this place on the coast of Oregon where we were driving along the 101, and so there was a beach on the left, and as we rounded a corner, there were like these three island mountain things that were just like in a row off the side of the coast, and it was really cool and inspiring. So that was cool.
The 101 is really pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the three of us, when we're not working, we tend to do a lot of board games and video games, like
That's true.
and
And movies.
movies.
We've
Yeah.
been slowly making our way through all the Disney movies. We started with Snow White because we're like, you know what, we should
The
watch them all
animated
again.
Disney
The
movies.
animated Disney movies and like
Yeah.
official ones, not like
The Lion King
Aladdin
2.5.
3 and
Yeah.
Little Mermaid 2 and
Uh-huh.
no direct to DVD stuff.
It's got to have been done by Walt Disney Animation
Yep.
Studios or whatever.
So we started with Snow White. We finally got through like the chunk of like animated short compilations that
From
they
like
did.
World War II.
Yeah, that they did during World War II when there were no, like half the people were in the war.
Yeah, they're like educational
So,
videos and stuff too.
Yeah, we
They put you to
finally got
sleep.
through all those and are back on like Ichabod and Mr. Toad and Cinderella and like back to the
stuff that people forgot.
the big ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was a slog to get through some of that
Yeah,
stuff. Be
it's
like,
weird
"This
watching a
is
movie
so
being like, I don't
boring."
want to watch this, but I gotta.
They have portions that are like in live action because they had to cut down on the animation.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
Legit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Phoenix Fur wants to know, did Nate do the shovel werewolf or just the scientist?
I play both. I play the scientist and I play the shovel werewolf.
Yeah,
So
just
and-
like in the show.
And he writes it.
and I write it. Yeah,
And
and
he
I
edits
I
it.
edit and I play the games and
Yeah.
yeah,
And
I
he does
do
all of it.
pretty much most of the work on the shovel werewolf. Peter does sound and did the sampling of the theme song. AJ wrote the theme song and the transformation stuff. Peter did the visual effects. So if you saw the finale and anything looked like it was some sort of visual effect in the end of it, that would be that. But off of that, somebody had said earlier asked when the next episode was. There will be a Christmas special on December 24th.
Yay.
The show only airs in October, so it starts in the beginning, ends on Halloween, and then we do a Christmas episode, and then it doesn't come back until the next October. So there won't be a new episode for about another month. So
Sit tight. It'll be worth it.
we're working on it.
What else? What else? Poor Miss Gwendolyn.
I know. You guys
She's
have
like-
so many questions, but a lot of them are, will you make this musical and will you make that musical, which we already talked about, and the answer is just maybe. Like,
Puppy awesomeness tricks. Question: do you have other friends? No, I have no friends.
what are you talking about? We just said Katie came over.
I know. In fact, we do it. We have a lot of friends. That
It's true. We're trying to schedule dinner with Devin.
Mm-hmm.
But he's
Yeah.
at like a convention or something this weekend.
I feel bad because like the work relationships and friend relationships get so like tangled because you end up like when you do have people over, it's because you need their help being in a video or something, and you have a lot of fun on set together, but you feel like you only end up seeing them because you prioritize like getting your work done and not just hanging out. So what happens is sometimes after like shoots or something, we end up like chilling out the rest of the night, and it also is incentive for us to like finish filming as fast as we can so we can actually spend time together.
Yeah.
But
We're trying to get better about seeing people outside of a filming day. So we're trying to like schedule dinners and lunches and things
And we
like
went
that.
to Katie's
but-
play. That's
We
kind
did.
of seeing. So,
which was her work, but not ours. So
Yes.
It counts.
it
Yeah.
does.
I just thought of another November birthday is our friend David King, who plays
It's true.
Professor Oak in some of our Pokemon musicals and Dr. Bad Boon and did some voice acting for some other parts. So his birthday's this month, and we're hoping to see him for his birthday. So Devin, like we were just saying, Devin's birthday was this month. Devin plays the cop in Phoenix Wright, Gumshoe. I'm like, what is his name? And a few other characters in the channel.
He was Bane, right?
He was Bane, yes. Bane's birthday. It's my birthday. I can cry if I want to.
Everything Simply Done wants to know if we'll make a Waluigi Smash Bros. Ultimate musical. Which I feel like we've already said the answer has to be maybe, but how do you feel about Waluigi?
I would love to do something for Waluigi. I think he deserves to be in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Not as an assist trophy, as a playable character. But that's just me.
Oh,
Nate, how do you feel about Waluigi?
that clarifies that.
I mean, Waluigi's fun. I like him. He's a good heel.
He is an excellent heel.
When Malcolm was here hanging out, and we played Mario Party, we always had Waluigi as the computer player on like hard difficulties. So he was always being a menace.
Yes, that would make
So-
him really menacing.
We got two that kind of go together.
Okay.
Paragon Productions wants to know who plays the beard in all the musicals. And Link8304 wants to know what's the beard's full name, as in what is written on his doctorate in beardology.
Oh,
I didn't know the beard was a doctor.
I didn't either.
Dr. Beard.
It's news to me.
I want to make a medical show now.
Is this an
Has he
MD?
ever
Medical
been a doctor?
drama.
Is this an MD or a PhD?
He's
or
worn a lot of costumes, but he's
I mean-
never been a doctor. I don't think so.
I'm gonna guess PhD, not MD.
Okay.
That's
But I feel like he could show up in your operating room just as you're going under. Like,
But
woo! And be like, oh no.
But if he
he
has in beardology, he only
Beardology.
operates on beards?
I'm just saying he shows up
Maybe
where he wants
maybe
to.
beardology is like philosophy. It's kind of like the
Oh.
study of
practice.
beards and like the examination of like their nature and their style.
Oh, I was gonna say beardology is like the study, practice, and involvement with literally anything else on the planet at any given moment. Because he does show up. He's like serving ice cream in one musical, and then he's like
I mean,
lead witness in like the court.
not just the planet.
Okay,
He's
the
a
universe.
multi-dimensional creature.
Oh.
Yes. So I imagine that maybe that's part of the beardology is that he can be everywhere and he can do whatever he wants, whether that's like phase through a wall or operate on someone's heart. He can just do those things.
And his name is the Beard.
It's not like
That's-
Beardly McBeard.
No, his
or...
full name is the Beard.
Yeah.
As far as
Yeah.
I know.
I don't even think that's like a
First
first
name,
name,
the-
the last name Beard. I think it's just the Beard is his only name. He has an only name, and it's the Beard.
Nice.
But who plays him?
Should we all just anyone on this couch who
Everyone.
has?
Dude, does anyone want to admit that they played the Beard?
Everyone on
before?
this couch has played the Beard, and other people have played the
Yeah.
Beard.
The Beard is all of us.
I was the Beard in Detective Pikachu.
I was the Beard in the new Baldi's Basics.
I don't want to confess to ever being the Beard.
Chris Stringer was the Beard in the first Baldi, right?
Yeah. So the same guy that played the bully was also the Beard in the first one. Yeah, a lot of people. We kind of all take turns because it's kind of fun being the Beard. You get to do goofy things.
It's
You don't get to do goofy things if you're anything else on the channel.
Oh, never. No.
Only the Beard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody else has to be serious.
It's true.
This channel's too serious.
I'm still waiting for Xenomorph for Smash Brothers. Personally,
Xenomorph.
He's in Mortal Kombat, though.
he should be in Smash Brothers,
He's a little violent. I don't
or
know.
she.
He's a little violent.
It-
What else?
You have Ridley. Ridley's kind of like.
Ridley is a little like a Xenomorph.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a nice addition. And people are like, too big, too violent, can't be in Smash Brothers. Like Solid Snake's a little violent for Smash Brothers too, but.
It's true. He's like actual guns.
Question from Crystal Fox Productions. Nate, are you wearing a Star Wars shirt?
Yes,
Why?
because it's one of like the 3 shirts left in my closet because I need to do laundry, and I like Star Wars and
was
I
like-
like The Empire Strikes Back. It's probably my favorite movie.
Yeah.
So
Favorite Star Wars or favorite movie?
both probably.
Oh, okay.
I usually name it
Ooh,
as my
wow.
favorite movie.
Wow.
Legit.
If anyone asks,
Favorite shirt for a favorite movie?
it's not my favorite shirt. Though.
Oh, okay.
It's smaller than some of my other shirts.
Oh, what is your favorite shirt?
I don't know.
Oh, really? Okay.
Strangely, one of my favorite shirts is my Last Jedi shirt because it's really comfortable, but I don't like the movie. I bought it before the movie because I was like, oh, Star Wars, I'm going to love this movie probably.
So now you wear the
I
shirt
bought the
around a lot.
So I wear the shirt because it's like made of that like really comfortable
Oh,
cotton,
thin,
that
yeah.
thin stuff that feels really good.
Yeah.
But I'm always kind of ashamed because I'm like, I don't really like this movie.
I'd
that
rather
much.
say The Empire Strikes Back on it.
Yeah, but
Uh-huh.
I'm like, it's comfortable, so whatever.
Yeah. I think we all like Star Wars on the couch reasonably.
I just realized that I kind of blend in.
You
Yes.
do. You disappear a little bit. Not the rest of you, though.
That's really cool
He's part
looking.
I'm like, because it gets darker up at the top, it kind of
Yeah.
blends into shadow, and then you appear from nothing.
We have had a couple people asking what our favorite musical is. Do we want to just run down the couch and no, you don't do favorites?
Okay. I usually say Resident Enos. Today, I'm feeling like maybe Baldi's Basics in Learning and Education.
Wow.
Wow.
Every so often.
Well, in that case, Swizzy Kid wants to know if you ship player and playtime.
I totally
We
do.
don't ship anyone because it's weird
Oh, I've seen some really cute
ships
ships
people.
online.
to
I ship
Other
humans.
Oh,
Shit,
that's a
actually,
crime.
huge cubic pieces.
At what point do you want to ask them for the thing to help us in Vegas?
Oh,
I just realized.
we should do that, but only after we finish this
It's
question.
Okay.
sad that that's related to shipping.
Yes. It's not really, but it did remind me slightly.
I
There you
haven't
go.
read them. Is it?
Oh.
not-
There's
Okay.
at least one
There's
horrifying
one that's
one.
really weird and
Cool.
unsettling. There's one that's really fun.
Yeah.
It's like a detective story.
Other enjoyed
Favorite
musicals. Yeah.
I
Anybody got one they like?
usually go with Doki Doki or Little Nightmares or honestly Senpai Notice Me. They're all ones I have really good memories of filming, and also like I go back to them all the time and listen to them. Everyone has great voices in them.
I like Arms.
Arms of
Arms
a
is
Fighter.
fun.
That is fun.
It's a silly video, but the song is amazing.
It's really easy for people to get what's going on, I think, too.
Yeah, I don't think you need to know much about the game other than
No.
he wants weird arms.
Yeah. You got any that stand out to you?
Mine keeps on going back to Magikarp.
Magikarp. Oh, it's a
I
classic.
peaked then.
Oh,
Everybody
That is-
likes Magikarp.
that is just an insanely fun musical though. Like it
Yeah.
never gets old.
Yeah.
Yeah. So about that point you mentioned.
Yes. So if we have not set it flat out, I think it's scrolling along the bottom right now. But AJ, Nate, and I are going to be in Vegas this month. what's the dates on that?
14th to the 6th. No.
16th through
16th to
18th.
the, I was thinking of next month.
Okay,
Yeah.
16th to the 18th.
Yes.
Yep.
So if you are anywhere near Vegas and you want to come see us at SabaCon, we would be happy to see you. But we're also doing a panel there that we need your help with. And we were hoping that you guys could write us some fan fiction. And it doesn't have to be super long. I think our cap is like 600 words. So it's like
600 words.
it's like a page and a half, guys. And
It can be less. You can do like a page.
it can. But we're going to use it for a super special panel that we're doing. And we're very, I don't know if we're excited or nervous about it, but we think it's going to be fun. So if you can help us out with that, where do they send that to?
They can email it to us. Go to our About section on YouTube, and you can find our business inquiries email address or whatever. Just send it over there.
And despite the fact that shipping brought this to mind, we don't need you to ship things.
In fact, please don't do anything super explicit or incredibly disturbing or things like that. Like, these are possibly going to be used in front of an audience that might have children in it. So we like awkward things and slightly uncomfortable things, but don't take it to an extent where parents are going to have to escort
Or
someone from it.
graphic or.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we're not going to use everyone's. So if you send us something that we're like, this is too gross, weird, it instantly just disqualifies you from having
Yeah.
your thing read at the
If it
panel,
couldn't be
so.
used on like Gravity Falls or SpongeBob or something, consider toning it down a little.
Yep.
Also, just a reminder, Nefenjo is answering questions in the chat. So if you've asked a question and we haven't gotten to it, look for her name. She might have answered it already, and she's been basically answering people's questions multiple times, and you guys have still been asking about it. So
Yeah.
just pay attention to Nefenjo. She shows up in blue with like a little wrench next to her, I think, if that's universal to everyone.
I think
but
so.
She at least should be blue, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
And she's doing a great job, actually, of keeping on top of some of these questions. So thank you so much, Neff.
I was going to say, Neff's been following us since almost the beginning of the channel.
since the Magikarp song,
So
or
she
so.
has a lot of knowledge that she can impart on you guys if only you choose to listen to her
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah,
ignoring.
and
so.
she's a fan like you, so I understand you want our attention too. You'll get it by asking a question that is a really good, juicy one that hasn't been answered before by somebody else. Okay,
Bluebird wants to know, what's the worst game featured in Shovel Werewolf so far?
the worst game.
The
Worst
very
game.
worst.
Ooh. What is the worst game?
Probably Bubsy 3D.
Whoa!
Bubsy 3D is really bad. Like Superman 64 was bad, but at least like once I got used to the crappy controls, I could at least fly through the rings. It wasn't good gameplay, but at least you could like play
Finish it. Yeah.
Yeah, Bubsy was like the controls were just so bad. It made levels like in order to get more of the game shown, I was skipping objectives because you're supposed to collect like 2 rockets or something per level, but you can complete the level without even collecting them. So I was like, I want to see the next level. I just like found the exit and left. I was like,
I
no.
want to see the next level.
I want footage from the next. I want to see if it's worse. Basically,
Yeah.
Strangely, I didn't make a joke about it in the episode, but I had it written down as the water levels are better than the platforming levels, which is so weird.
Yeah.
Because you never think of water levels being the best levels in platforming games. You're like,
No.
oh, water levels. But because you don't have to jump in them, you don't have to jump in the
Nice.
Bubsy 3D water levels. You're just swimming, and it makes them easier because you're not fumbling.
Yeah, I can't even imagine a platforming game where the water levels are the like only positive part of the game, and positive is probably a stretch. Yeesh. Well, there you go, from the wolf's mouth.
So far, though. So far. It's
So
the best game.
far,
We
yeah,
got
you
more
got.
seasons coming.
I
So.
gotta say, how many games do you estimate you have left to play?
Well, next season there will be 5, plus a Christmas episode. So that will be. Although the Christmas episode next year might have more than one game. So
Minimum then.
13?
there's 7 episodes in the last season though,
Yeah.
because
Oh,
there's
okay.
no Christmas special because the story just ends.
So it'd be a
Gotcha.
base of 14.
I'd say
minimum?
14 at minimum, potentially like
Interesting.
16 to 18.
Yeah,
so-
there's the 14 games. There's plenty there to still
There
like
is.
take over the trophy of worst game on the show. That's exciting.
Temmie Hoy has a question.
Hoy!
What would you do if Undertale became reality?
I don't know whether I'd love that or I'd like
accidentally kill Cow Mom,
I was like, be horrible.
Goat Mom, whatever her name is.
Cow mom.
Goat Mom, I can't remember what she is.
Toriel. We can just say Toriel.
Goat mom.
Oh my god.
Is that what you would do, huh?
in this reality, do I get to stay determined after I die and come back?
Yes,
Or
because
okay.
that's how the game
Because
is.
I'm gonna die a lot. I die a ton in Undertale. I can't get through some of those fights. I am excited. I just got Undertale for my birthday on the Switch, and so I'm wondering if that's gonna make it easier or harder. But I really want to play it again. But if it became a reality, I'm pretty sure I'm just stuck down there forever. Like,
Yeah.
I hope I enjoy Monster.
I just started playing on the Switch on our flight back from Europe for the honeymoon, and I got basically to the end of the game again. And I haven't played it since, but it's such a good game. So I would do the pacifist run in real life. I think it's the most charming thing in the world to like meet a monster and then try to befriend it instead of fight it, and then you end up with like nothing but friends that like you. I'm like, that's so cool. It's a smart game.
Speaking of Undertale, because the new game is coming out, or at least
Deltarune?
the beta came out or something.
It's chapter 1. I think it's
Okay.
effectively like a 2-hour demo.
I honestly thought I was gonna get a call from you like, "Hey, Undertale's coming back, Deltarune."
I mean, we were really excited. There's definitely
I haven't
some,
even
like,
touched it yet, though, to be honest.
Gotcha.
I intend to touch it a lot.
But you know,
Sorry.
there's definitely some talk that more Undertale things might
You
be
know,
in the
I figured it
future.
could end up
Yeah.
being like something you guys do in January.
It might be. Yeah, I'm really interested because everybody else has been buzzing about it, but I haven't seen it myself yet. And I don't want to spoil it for myself either, so I'm trying to go in as blind as I can. Yeah. Would you guys recommend it to people that enjoyed Undertale? Don't spoil it for me, though. You don't want to watch me cry on live stream. It will be ugly.
I mean, if you do, there's a video that happens. Did we keep that?
Yeah, I think that's up still.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Pretty sad. What else do we got? What else do we got? What else do we got? Oh, I remember there was one. I don't remember who. I think it might have been Pearl off the hook. Had asked, who makes a better princess?
Oh, I saw
Me
that
or
one.
Nate?
Who makes a better Disney
She
princess?
made it more specific. I assume it was the person made it more specific as to who makes the better Disney princess at
What?
some point.
Disney princess.
So
Well, I sing more than Nate, so I think that makes me a better Disney princess.
I think AJ makes a better like old school Disney princess, like Snow White or Cinderella. I think
Oh.
somebody like Rapunzel is too scrappy for AJ.
What?
I think I have more attitude than AJ.
I think I do more things when bored. I think you would like. She goes through this whole song where she like does like a million things because she's like waiting for her life.
You don't even play the games you have. When you're bored, you like fall asleep.
But yours would be like, first
You
I
take
play
a
this
nap, get
video
off the
game, and then I
chair.
play another game. I play another game, and I watch a horror movie. I go back to games, and then I pet the pillow. I could write this whole song for Nate right now.
Well, okay, sure.
This fight's getting serious now.
I was about to ask a slightly like slanted side question to it, and then I realized that's a terrible way. I was gonna ask whose cat makes the better princess like sidekick, and then this might get dirtier.
Nate's cat probably.
I'm like,
makes
my
the better
cat
one.
will actually like swipe and be feisty. Mr. Meow's
Yes.
just like, oh,
He makes a better like the evil queen's
Mr.
cat
Meows
because
is
he
the
just
equivalent
lays
of the
around.
stupid chicken from Moana.
Yes, but Moana's not a Disney princess, is she?
Yes,
I mean, she is.
Is she a princess? Oh, she was a chief's daughter. or
She's the
something.
chief's daughter.
Okay.
She's
so-
a Disney princess.
Yeah, but her pet was actually the pig, not the chicken.
I mean,
No.
the chicken went on the adventure.
The chicken
with her,
went on the
pig
adventure.
Yeah.
stayed home.
Yeah.
Mr.
So
Meows is
I
that
would be
chicken.
more like the sidekick, I guess, because I have a sidekick.
Anyway, the point is, my hair is more Disney princess than any of you.
All right,
Well,
so
maybe
Peter
not you,
is.
but-
I had hair that once.
You did.
in a days long time.
That's true. You both have had longer hair than me. My hair's never gotten long enough to be a Disney princess. I feel. But I was Enos. And that was on Disney XD, so.
Oh my goodness.
So Dodger's the Disney princess.
No, AJ is.
Oh.
There's fan art of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Enos was definitely a princess.
And I didn't ask for that initially. But after other people did, I was like, all right, I have to see this.
Well, that was much more in depth than I was expecting.
I mean, we like juicy questions here on Random Encounters.
Well, there have been a bunch of people asking where I have been.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to talk about
What's
that?
going on with me
Yeah.
and stuff. So for those of you who don't know, because you're new, because there are like 1.5 million new people.
Yes.
New people.
Accurate.
I've been I was part of this channel since it began 7 years ago or something, and So, this year has been really rough for me, and I'm actually leaving Random Encounters in the next couple months. So, pretty much January 1st, you're not gonna see me at all. But I've kind of been withdrawing a bit from the channel over the course of the last year, which is why you haven't seen me very much. So that's, I mean, that's the crux of it. I've just been dealing with like feeling completely creatively crushed and uninspired because of just how YouTube works, and because we have to come out with a product that is just, I don't know, it's not doing it for me anymore, and I need to move. I need to leave, and so that's kind of why you haven't seen me for a while, and that's why you're not going to see me much in the future. But I figured you guys deserve to, I guess, see me once more. I'm still working on some of the musicals until the end of the year and stuff like that, but you're not gonna. I'm gonna be gone. And a lot of you are like, I don't know this guy. Who's this guy? I don't care.
That's not what I'm saying.
And there are plenty of other people who know me, and I appreciate that.
I say the people that come to our live chat are the ones that are probably more likely to
Yeah,
know you.
that's true. So yeah, and obviously there's been a lot of like problematic drama and stuff like that, and so yeah, all of that is playing a part in it, and I'm gonna be moving to Seattle and hanging out with Aiden.
There you go. So not all bad. There are some pretty cool things that are going to come out of this. But
Which we're sad to see you go, obviously. But things will still continue here. He, like I said, is still working on things till the end of the year. And, we still like him. So it's not like anything weird happened. But yeah, things are changing, things are moving. We're hoping really, really good things for Peter as he goes on to something else.
yeah.
Thank you.
I'm sorry to you guys. You guys are probably losing out the most because he's got the best voice on the couch. And unfortunately, some of his best work is stuff that you might never have seen before. So please go back through some of our older videos. Take a look. There's like the Magikarp song. That's like 5 years old now or something. One of the best songs on the channel. So, yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, how do you follow
I
up
don't know
from
how
that?
you follow up that.
Question
It's
of the
probably the
question.
biggest news that has dropped on this channel ever.
Yeah, well, it should be, honestly. Again, when you have somebody that helped found the channel, that's a big change. Hopefully, like, not a change that you guys will notice so much, because the idea is that this is supposed to be a brand. It's not like an individual. So if we've done our jobs right, there's a brand that you just kind of get the same products going forward that you always get. But it doesn't change the fact that we have to change how we work, and you have to change who you hang out with.
Yeah.
So
And it's okay to miss him. We're going to miss him.
this after like the Smosh thing and stuff too, I feel
Oh,
bad.
okay.
Like, right? This like month has been a little rough on YouTube stuff changing around. But,
Yeah. Big
But-
changes for lots of people.
yeah. Either way, yeah. It's hopefully everybody though ends up in a better spot from all of these changes. So.
I was gonna say that there's also a number of people who are trying to ask if Random Encounters is gonna work with Sparrow Rain. No, I'm bringing her to Seattle, and she and I are disappearing together, so that's not gonna happen. So that's just how it is.
You can still find her on YouTube though. I assume that Peter might even show up on her channel sometimes. So there you go.
And she just did a really pretty cover of Chasing Cars, which I don't know how much you guys like covers. I assume you do because you ask for a bunch of things. But if you want to check that out, it was really awesome.
So there you go.
When are you going to make another song? Someone asks.
When are you gonna make another song?
Oh, well, we make a song every month, so
I was gonna
at
say
least
every couple
one.
weeks.
At least one. Give it a week.
Yeah,
or
there's
two.
actually one I'm supposed to be writing right now. It's that Christmas one. I haven't actually started doing the writing side of that yet, so that's got to be done in the next few days, I think. But yeah, there's a couple that are already written. There's one that's basically finished. There's like two that are like basically finished, to be honest. That's good for us. We used to like always be by the seat of our pants. Right now, we weirdly have a couple videos that are just waiting to basically go up. Yeah.
This kid is very insistent, and I'm slightly amused by what the answers might be on this couch.
All right.
So, Swissy Kid wants to know, how do you talk to girls? And I'm just going to tell you right now, I have a really easy time talking to girls. I talk to myself all the time. Like, it works fine. How do you talk to girls, Peter?
Well, usually I vibrate my vocal cords and flap my tongue.
So,
But do you open your mouth first, or
do you form sentences?
Fair point.
Or do you just be like, blah, 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 blah.
Turkey, duck,
That's
quail.
technically opening your
Go
mouth
for
and
fish.
flapping your tongue.
That is true. That is true.
Okay.
And they're like, oh, tell me more.
I'll leave the rest to your imagination. How about that?
You're gonna have to work on some of the. We can't spoon feed you all of this.
We can actually. We could be like, sentences are a really good thing. Like,
In a language that they speak,
Yes.
even, is probably the best way to
Yes,
do it.
if you go up to them and start speaking like
Swahili,
Swahili.
and they don't know Swahili. You're speaking
be
to them
very
is
confused.
probably falling on deaf ears.
no props to you for knowing Swahili.
I was gonna say like that's
cool.
cool.
really, really basically, you talk to them the same way you talk to your friends. Like, find something that they're interested in, form full sentences around that.
Unless you like call your friends bad names and punch them and stuff, then you should like if this is someone you don't know that well, talk to them more like a stranger and be formal with them.
Also, maybe don't do that to your friends.
Don't punch your friends.
Don't punch your friends.
Don't call them bad names. Probably don't do that. I'm like, suddenly
Now
my
we
friendship
need to
with Nate
talk
is
to
like
your friends.
all in question. I'm like, I feel like that's all we do.
All right, full sentences about things you both like. Go.
With respect.
With respect.
With respect. And don't treat them like they're some sort of exotic creature. They're half the population on the planet. You
More
should
than
talk to them
half,
about
probably,
exactly the same way you
Almost
talk to
slightly.
anybody else. Yeah. And they'll appreciate that. They'll probably think that you're a normal person and not a creep. That'll work in your favor, maybe. I don't know.
Who do you think is better? Fairy Cookie wants to know. Who do you think is better, Papyrus or Sans?
The fairy cookie.
Is this a trick question? If we answer the wrong one, is the other one going to come kill us?
Like unsubscribe.
I still haven't played, so I have no idea.
Oh,
Papyrus is such a sweetheart. I don't know. What? He is.
he's a cool dude.
You
He's
feel
not a sweetheart.
you feel bad for him. Like in this last playthrough, I was noticing how often Sans like takes you aside to like, hey, thanks for doing that for my brother or whatever. And I'm like, nah, don't worry about it, buddy. Like he's such a good guy. But you're like, Papyrus just isn't completely there.
Wait, so which one's the sweetheart?
I mean, he's a
Papyrus.
skeleton. Of course, he's not completely there.
No,
His skin
he's
is
missing
missing.
skin, organs.
I like Sans. He takes you out for burgers.
No, he makes you pay usually. I feel like. Oh, but they puts on his tab actually. So
Papyrus has a car bed though.
It's true. We don't know what Sans has got. He's got a creepy like room with the door shut and like ooze coming out of it. I like him.
They say
He plays the
Papyrus is
trombone.
best. What do you guys think, Papyrus or Sans? I've already got one vote in the chat for Papyrus. Oh, one for Sans. It's even.
I would probably choose to spend more of my time around Sans because I think he would be a little more chill and a little lower maintenance. So I think if you had to take one of them out for an evening to like hang out together or do like a game night, Sans would be a lot easier to deal with than Papyrus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
I agree.
Plus,
I would hang out with Sans.
Papyrus would only want to go get spaghetti, and I'd rather have burgers with Sans. That said, if they get mad at you, Sans is a lot more dangerous.
Let's stay on the good side of Sans.
All right.
Sugar Swirl wants to know if any of you are or possibly were bronies.
The possibly were I can qualify as.
Same.
Yeah. There was definitely a time, and I've even tried to rewatch the show, and I'm not crazy. The first couple seasons were just, I think,
Yeah.
in my opinion, better than anything that came after season 2. So,
Yeah, I was a brony for 3 seasons, but only because I was still giving it a chance in the 3rd season.
yeah, they're like, okay, they're working on a movie at the same time. Maybe this is just like,
Yeah.
they shortened it by half, but yeah.
Do you have an episode that like stands out as what made you a brony?
First one I ever saw was Pinkie Pie having a birthday party all by herself with a pack of flour and a rock. And I was like, I like this show. This show is not the My Little Pony that my sisters watched. I actually like this show.
The Marvel trailers.
The Marvel trailers?
Yeah. when people cut the
Oh, you're right. I
movie
forgot.
trailers and stuff.
Yeah, I forgot. Like the
Oh.
fandom used to do
Which
that.
is well before I actually watched the first episode.
Those actually were really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would just like dub in those lines to like scenes of the ponies and stuff. So much actually good stuff the community did do. There's a lot of talented people that like the show.
Yuwaku, your question, will you ever see me again? And will you see me online? Any websites that I'll be on? So of course, I'll show up on Sparrow Rain's channel because we're married and we're moving to Seattle, so that's a thing. But I also I'm kind of re-looking at what I want to do with my entire life. So you may see me making video games. You may see me in politics, which is weird. Possibly, if I'm in politics, more than likely it will be something to do with increasing voter turnout or something like that. Because my brain doesn't move fast enough to talk. To do real public speaking.
I was like, so are we gonna vote for you? Like that kind of.
Unlikely.
Oh, okay.
So you may, if you break your arm and you're in Seattle, you may be talking to me on the phone as like a medical insurance kind of person. I haven't decided. There's a lot that I may or may not be doing, and I'm still working it out. But I do intend to have a presence, and her channel, I'll show up and I'll find out later and it'll be there.
So going forward for right now, the best way to keep track of you is her channel?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a nice diversity though of like ways to help people. Like you run the gambit between like, is it Gauntlet or it's Run the Gauntlet between like games which are just like something that like again people can like go to for that like happiness in their life that's missing from other parts to like working with like voters or medical. Like there's a lot of different realms there.
I think you mean Gambit.
Gambit, that is the phrase. Run the
Yes.
gambit.
Yes.
Okay. I don't understand why that phrase is. Though, now that I'm thinking, like, why would you run a gambit? Like,
Well, if you run the gauntlet, there's
running
people
the-
trying to kill you.
I would say running the gauntlet usually is like you go like down like a hard stretch or something like that. But I'm like running the gambit. I don't understand. Isn't gambit just like when you make like a
Bet.
yeah, like a
Yeah.
play? So is that what the run the?
I don't know.
Because I was thinking it's like the exhaustive like nature of doing like everything between here and there. Like if you do it all, I thought that's what run the gambit usually mean or run the
Yeah.
Aiden
I'm
says.
confused.
Aiden says it's run the gamut.
Gamut.
That makes sense.
That would make the most sense probably. Thank you,
That makes
Aiden.
sense.
Okay.
Like I cannot figure out how this makes sense.
I gotta Google
Aiden,
it.
did you Google it? Or do you just know?
It
Because
seems like the kind of thing you
Gamut
might just
is a
know.
word-
it seems like the thing he would know.
Yeah, gamut is a word that means the complete range or scope of something.
That makes so much more sense.
Okay.
Oh,
And our vocabulary lesson for the day is
we've all learned something.
Today's
I'll say
live
that
stream
right next time.
sponsored by the word gamut.
Gamut.
Lockdown the Bounty Hunter wants to know what our favorite giant monsters from video games and movies are. Which is random.
This is a
and I
weirdly
like it.
Yeah.
Monsters.
The beard in Godzilla the musical. I like how he gets released and then doesn't do anything except for run away into the distance. It's a great waste of public spending. Or
Like I can't think of any
Alternatively-
giant monsters other than like Godzilla, King Kong.
there is I think it's Curtis the
Cloverfield.
Rat in one of the
Yeah.
Rampage games. He's a giant like rat thing. I like that
That's true.
guy.
The games, not the movie.
The answer is Aiden knew it and also Googled it just to fact check himself.
Nice
Nice.
job, buddy.
Because
We
it's
should all do
Aiden.
that. Yeah, we should all fact check ourselves before we jump into something like
We
that.
should all fact check other people too.
Fact check
That's fair,
yourselves
too.
before you wreck yourself.
We wouldn't have to if everybody fact checked themselves reliably.
Is no one going to mention the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? as
Oh,
a
you
giant
apparently
monster?
are going to.
I apparently is what you're gonna.
No.
No?
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
Come on. Like, giant and wrecking New York and, like, unexpected.
But my giant rat thing would eat that giant marshmallow. I'm just saying. In a battle between Curtis the Rat and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
I mean, I like the Cloverfield monster.
That one's not bad.
I like its design,
He's a good guy.
and I like that. I
Friendly
like that
fellow.
they.
Actually, she, I think, maybe.
I think it might be.
I don't know.
I'm trying.
No,
to
no,
remember
those things weren't her babies; they were parasites.
Oh,
Yeah, they were like ticks, basically.
So it could have been a he or a she or a it. Who knows?
true. We never found out its pronouns. Someone should have asked.
Maybe it doesn't have it. Maybe it's
Them.
Them.
Them is a safe bet.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else got anything they want to throw out? Yeah, what's the best?
You. I want to throw out you.
Oh, I'm like, I am the favorite giant monster. If you guys have a favorite giant monster, tell us about it in the comments.
Ooh, God from Star Trek Five.
Was that a whale?
No,
No.
no, it was
Sorry.
literally
That's
God.
Oh.
They flew to the center of the universe, or
Oh,
of the
they
galaxy,
did.
And like punch God in
and
the
punched
face.
God in the face
Oh, that was so
because
bizarre.
someone was very, very high while writing that
Yeah, that
script.
movie was stupid.
It was bad.
It was bad.
So bad.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone bring it up, to be honest.
That's because
I
we
think-
tried to forget.
I heard the space whales before.
The
but-
Space Whales is a good
Well,
movie.
yeah, that's
Oh,
a
okay.
fun movie.
Okay.
It's different because obviously it's a comedy,
Mhm.
but it's one of the good ones.
It's
Touche.
not God. Sorry, he was really big,
Okay.
so he was a giant monster.
What about Domama or whatever from Doctor
Dormammu?
Yes. I'm like, your mama.
From
I
the
can't remember
Morgan.
its name. I think
good.
it was pretty big. What else do we have? My favorite monster is Gaius from Shadow of the Colossus. Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. That sounds pretty good. So there's a lot of like Monster Hunter creatures that probably qualify too, but I don't remember the names of any of them.
AS Mega Girl asked, "Are you guys going to show the fan art that was sent for the wedding?" And happy birthday. Thank you for the happy birthday. And I did actually. We have been meaning to respond to some of these
Yes.
because we.
Thank you for the fan art for the wedding.
We were very excited that we had it. It was really awesome. We put it in like photo frames around the walls at our wedding reception, and we meant to go around and take photos with them. That day was crazy. I'm guessing most of you have not gotten married. If you choose to get married at a giant party, you will not have time for at least 10 things that you planned. So we are working out something to do instead because we do very much want to thank you guys.
Yeah, we feel bad that we didn't go take those photos.
We're so excited to have it. It really did make our day that much more special and made
Yeah.
us smile so much.
Yeah, to be honest, we didn't even take pictures with most of the humans that were there, it
We
turns out.
didn't.
And I assumed that we are going to end up in photos with pretty much, and we haven't seen what our photographer took, so there's probably a lot. And one of the guests actually went around and took pictures of some of them on the walls.
Yeah.
So we're going to ask her permission to at least show that, yes, here's the walls, here's a bunch of the fan art hanging on them.
Yes.
It doesn't have us in the picture because we were trying to greet people or something. Yeah.
There were people that I literally did not talk to at that party until they came up to say goodbye to me, and I was like, "Wait a minute, I was supposed
I'm
to say hello
sorry.
to all of you."
I
And, like,
invited you. You traveled so far.
been going around the room like systematically saying hi to everybody, and somehow missed people until they came up to me to say goodbye, and I felt so bad. So
Yeah.
that was one of the things that was on my list and didn't happen, was talk to everybody. So
It was awesome though to have your artwork there.
Yeah.
There was this surreal moment for me standing up there where Gwen is facing me and the pastor is, doing the service. And I looked just past her eyes for a split second and forgot that and I saw pictures of us on the wall. And I'm like, I forgot that fan art is all over here too. And it was so cool to be surrounded by people we care about, getting married to her, and then just around us this row of pictures from you guys. And it was so cool to be Smash Brothers. I'm gonna steal their tagline. Everyone is here, and it was really cool.
It
So
was.
yeah, even when it was I forgot it was even there, and then just for a split second realized it was hanging up, and I recognized some of the pictures from when we had been getting them. It was so cool.
Which,
so feel bad.
we've tossed around a couple ideas of what we might be doing to thank those of you that sent fan art. And if you did send it in, be on the lookout for an email from me in the next,
Definitely.
hopefully the next week, definitely the next month. And we're going to get something out to thank you guys because it was so awesome of you to do it.
Yeah. So thank you guys for doing that. How are we doing on time? I assume
It is 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Do you want to answer one more question and then we'll?
Sure, let's find a good last question.
Certainly not that one.
This one? Yeah, probably not that one.
Is there anything we're supposed to
Bonus
announce?
question: we already made a Minecraft musical or several sort of musical things, so just search Minecraft on our channel.
Can I do a bonus question that I don't actually see on screen?
Yep.
Yes.
Somebody had asked about Resident Enos 3 as they do every single chat. And I just wanted to tell you guys, I had a dream last night where we almost made Resident Enos 3.
Good.
The problem was Dodger wasn't there, but Mark was there, and I was there, and I think like Gerard was there or something. And we're trying to decide whether or not like, we've got like 2 of the 3. If we just like have Gerard be like Dodger's character, can we make a Resident Enos video right now? And the answer was, nah, we should probably do something else. And then we ran out of time and didn't make anything.
Good choice.
Yeah, so that was my dream, but it was disappointing to wake up and be like, dude, I dreamed we almost made Resident Enos 3 and backed out of it. There's no Resident Enos 3 right now. We'll let you know well in advance if we're working on one. So just follow our social media, please.
Also a weird bonus question, but I hope you enjoyed London. And this person, I believe, was at our meetup in London. To
Hey.
anyone who was at our meetup that is watching right now, I know there's a couple of you have seen your names in the chat here.
I see somebody. Right
We had a blast. Like, honestly, you guys made our day, and I'm really, really glad that you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. Definitely one of the best parts of that trip was planning and holding that meetup.
yeah, that was super fun. I was looking at Emily Collins here, who's apparently dressed as the Penelope today.
I know.
I'm not sure why, but we had a really good time with her.
Maybe
And
she's
Emily-
just all in black.
Must be.
Maybe. I'm sorry I keep skipping over your question, Emily. I was going to answer it myself later because it doesn't really apply to these guys.
Now go ahead.
No?
Tell us about NaNoWriMo.
NaNoWriMo. It's going pretty horrifically for me, too.
Because a lot of people, I think, have been, not maybe in our chat,
It's
but
true.
in the comments
So
and stuff.
NaNoWriMo, for anyone that doesn't know it, is the National Novel Writing Month where you attempt to write 50,000 words in 30 days. That's a lot of work. I can usually do it if I put like 2 or 3 hours a day into it, which I have not been doing. Turns out when you come back from a honeymoon and you're trying to like set up the house and you're also trying to like start a new job and like things like that, it's a lot harder to carve out 2 or 3 hours a day to write. So it's going, but it's not really going perfectly. Yeah, we'll see what I end up with at the end of the month. But I'm hoping all of you guys are doing better than I am.
I'm not doing
Copy
well.
paste the word "the" 50,000 times.
That's cheating.
Is it?
That's cheating. The goal is
You
to
could
write
call
a,
it art.
the goal is to write a novel. Do you think anyone's gonna read the
No, isn't that the point of fine art?
Yes, it's an acquired
boy.
taste.
Well, now we have a discussion on the nature of art and whether it is meant to be consumed.
That's what I do. I go to the museum and consume the art.
Good.
Oh, Mona
Sure.
Lisa,
Let's go ahead and try to hit this one. It could be a little
Oh
difficult.
no.
We'll see if we can do this one. All right, so we'll see how this one goes. I don't know if this is actually gonna like. It's hard to answer, I think, for me. But Happy
No,
Nights
for me.
Gamer. Last question here. Question: what is your most embarrassing character you played as? So, the most embarrassing character.
Like
you played.
embarrassing to have had on the channel, like for us looking back, or embarrassing to
I
like show to our
assume-
parents.
Yeah, I assume it's like if you didn't want to show you playing a certain character to like your extended family
I'll
or
start.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the most embarrassing character, Peter?
In 6th grade,
Ooh.
I was cast in a musical. I don't remember what the musical was. The only thing I remember was the incredible trauma of standing in front of a crowd of people singing quite well because I'm a good singer.
That's what he does.
Dressed as a grandfather clock with a dangling clock thing right
A
down
pendulum.
at my crotch and feeling like the world was staring weirdly at me.
At the pendulum,
At the
swinging
pendulum.
around.
To be fair, I may have just embellished that a little bit. It didn't actually physically swing, it was just painted on, but it was still...
A really poor
Awkward.
artistic choice to probably have done.
Wow.
Yeah, that could have been like a
I've actually
necktie or
told that
something.
story like something like 5 or 6 years ago on the channel.
I was thinking that one's probably, but I'm not sure anybody but like Nuff and Joe would actually
Right.
know that story. That's a pretty old one. Yeah, you'd think
So
somebody
anyway,
would be like, you know, it's not a good idea.
follow that, guys.
That. Okay, so I was actually thinking about this the other day. I was talking to somebody about how we have over 2 million subscribers now. One of the characters that I am most embarrassed to have ever played was actually one of the Pikmin in a live performance at our first
was good.
convention. Oh, it wasn't good.
Nope, that was good.
It was so ungood. It was funny because we were talking about, all the opportunities and conventions we go to now, but we don't perform live at them and things. And it's because way back in the day, we had one convention. It was our first convention. We paid to go to it. We thought it was awesome. We got a panel, and we were going to do all our songs live in front of an audience. We had one fan from the internet, from YouTube, that was like, I'm going to come to your convention. We were like, yeah, a fan that's going to show up in person. And she was so disappointed in us. We were so bad. We couldn't do the costume changes. The outfits are falling apart. We couldn't remember the words, and we could barely get the tech to work. And the room ceilings were too low, so our Pikmin hats with the flowers kept running into them and getting broken and stuff. And it was a nightmare.
Oh no.
And
It's on YouTube.
It is someplace. It's terrible, and I hated it. And I was
Gwen
so
wants
upset.
to see it now.
I do. A
Have you?
little
No,
bit.
it's the most
You
pitiful
haven't
thing.
seen it? You haven't heard about this?
I know there
Okay.
was an early performance disaster.
Okay.
It's the one where Casey had to wear an Angry Bird on his hand and just puppet for the audience while we played a piece of music. And I'm like, it's the cringiest thing. You think our songs are cringy? You think you watch a video on random accounts ooh, cringe. Nothing is as bad as this convention. Even the Tetris Harlem Shake was better, I think, than this. It was a travesty. It's cute that we tried, but
Okay.
man, it was bad.
You should definitely watch it.
Okay.
Our Needle Mouse performance was okay still.
Just be in a good headspace before you start.
I mean,
so
I've seen
depressing.
his high school films. At what?
It's
No, those
worse.
are
Worse,
those
okay.
are so much better because it's I get what you're going for and you just aren't good at executing it.
Yeah.
This was it was a nightmare that we were
Oh,
living
no.
and we're stuck in for the next 40 something minutes. It was
Yep.
I don't know if I cried, but I felt like crying. I was crying on the inside the entire time.
That fan basically disappeared after
Yeah,
that.
she left and never came back, and that was the end of it. We sent her an apology on YouTube and everything. I'm so sorry that your dad drove you an hour to be here. And she's like, it's okay, I know you tried. And then she never talked to us again. It was yep. It was Redekai Girl. I remember. Back when we had one fan that we knew the name of. One person on the internet.
It was good.
Now I couldn't, there's so many of you guys.
We can name
but-
some of you.
I was going to say, it's cool that we still know the names of some of you.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my most embarrassing.
All right, Nate.
It was terrible.
You got one?
I don't know what people want me to say. I'm not gonna say Tingle because I don't care that I was I signed up for it. I promoted it. that
I'm
was not ashamed that if my parents see it because my parents don't care, they'll be like, "That was a weird one. We liked it," that kind of thing. Or knowing my dad, he'd be like, "You look good in that green suit." I'd be like, "Ugh, thanks, Dad." But I mean, I don't
Everybody
know.
says that.
The Jigsaw was kind of weird to play in our Saw spoofs in college because I had to walk around in an open Hawaiian shirt and sandals and
In the wintertime.
in the wintertime
Yeah.
In rural New York.
in rural New York. I mean, it wasn't necessarily embarrassing. Although it is weird to walk around when you have a gut and you're flabby and you have a hairy chest.
That's
and
half the
gut,
fun of opening
And
your
you're
shirt and being
now I have to show off all this to random people at college. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, you do. There are some costumes that make you feel more inclined to apologize to somebody. It's it's a character. I don't just do this because I feel entitled
I'm sorry
to
you had to look at this. But
force myself on anyone's eyeballs. Yeah.
I mean, I almost forgot about it until you were talking about yours, because I think I did actually try to write it out of memory because it was back in college. I was in a play that literally my family was like, "Oh, we should come down and see your play," and I begged them not to. I was like, "Stay home, please. Just don't even show up." I would have been so happy if nobody showed up. It was a play. It was actually a series of shorts where it was for a directing class, and so all the student directors had cast 4 or 5 different short shows or whatever, and they all ran back to back to back. And you didn't audition for one in particular, you auditioned for all of them, and the directors just picked who you wanted because it's a student-run thing. And 4 of the 5 of these I would have been perfectly fine with being in. I was like, okay, whatever. And of course there was one that I was like, I really don't want to be in that. Just don't do it. But I signed up for auditions to help the director class because I knew 3 or 4 of the people that were in it. Of course, I got in the one I didn't want to be in, and I didn't want to be in it because it basically was a short trying to make you laugh at a person harassing another person, and I was the one doing the harassing, and I was like, I don't want to be here, and I don't want to do this. But I did, and just begged everyone not to show up.
excellent.
Yeah. help your friends, but don't help them that
Yeah,
much, guys.
have
Looking
a
back, I
limit.
should have just been like, cast somebody else, guys, I'm out. Like, yeah, no.
Yeah, well, what were the odds you were going to get stuck with that one instead of like one of the other better ones?
25%.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's too high. Never mind.
Yeah, that's good odds.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, there you go. Those are some of the most embarrassing characters. That's not bad, given there was like one from Random Encounters out of all of that. Like, there's room though.
I think I signed up for literally everything on Random Encounters. I think
It helps.
I asked for most of the ones on Random Encounters other than the first one.
I was like, we get to make all of our own decisions at least. So you find that like if we really don't want to do something, then we just won't do it usually.
in fact, there was one that you asked me to do that I went, no, I'd be too
Yeah.
embarrassed to be involved in that. I don't want to be. And you were like, okay.
Yeah.
And so like that's the cool thing about where we get to work is if we're too embarrassed, most of the time you just go, bye.
Yeah. Or we do things like, we're not going to perform live anymore. This is just a horrifying experience waiting to happen.
By the way, Neff apparently has not heard my grandfather clock story.
Oh.
Interesting. It was like the one chat she missed. Must be. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming to the live chat today. If we didn't get to your question, remember we do comments videos on the musical. So if you have a question about a specific musical, specifically the newer ones like the new Baldy one or the one that might be coming out this week, who knows? Leave a comment on those and it might show up in a comments video. And with that, stay tuned because there is a musical coming out hopefully this coming week. We're kind of excited about that. We'll see.
We really wanted to. We really
Yeah.
want to show you guys,
There will be another live chat that you can come back to probably the first Saturday of December.
which is December 1st.
December 1st? That's weirdly easy. I can remember that.
Oh,
Hi, Mr. Meows.
hello.
You're here to answer. Oh, he's not on camera, though.
Oh, he can't.
Dude, are you going to answer some questions for us?
Hi.
My dude, are you here to answer the questions?
Maybe he's here to remind us that it's lunchtime.
Oh,
He's here to beard
that's
salute
private.
out of here.
It's lunchtime.
He is. He's here for the beard salute. He's like, I'm going to come here for the beard salute. All right, guys. Thanks again. Please stay notified of the channel for updates and follow us on social media if you want to know more about any conventions and things like that that are going on. And again, if you want to send fan fiction, keep it PG. Send it to our email address on the About side, and we're going to be printing those on Wednesday. So you've only got a couple days. Make it fast. And stay tuned because we also have a trip to Chicago next month for Con Alt Delete happening December 14th through 16th. So see us at either of those two conventions, depending where in the U.S. you are located. And that's it. Catch you
All
guys
right.
later.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, beard
Beard
salute.
salute.
Woo! Bye, everybody. I was going to say Nate's going to run by and turn off the live chat.
We'll
but-
just awkwardly wait.
Oh, no, I'm going to say bye to all these people. Like, Lily.